Disco Elysium is a game that's teeming with iconography, and one encounter left me wondering about a specific detail scattered throughout the game and yet seemed to be bound by a commonality. Inside the apartment section, we'll find a logo that consists of a white star and antlers, which upon further examination, the encyclopedia skill tells us that it is the symbol of communards. But more importantly, in relation to this video, they chose that color value because it represents peace. This is when I noticed that throughout Revachol, we can find the different forms that peace could take on. Apart from the aforementioned group who thinks that their political alignment is the best type of government in achieving peace, we also have the RCM, represented by a white rectangle, the literal peacekeeping force of their communities. And if one is an officer of the law in the game, or maybe a mercenary, the threat of being mortally wounded in the line of duty is always present. So what better way to have peace of mind than owning a set of white ceramic armor, which, in the game's own words, would protect one's mortal coil. But that's not the only way a mind could be troubled. A night's worth of drinking could lead to a massive hangover the next morning. Maybe that character has been failing on skill checks, which would place his health and morale at low levels. A shot of Hypnogamma and Nosifed can help with that, courtesy of Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics, bearing the logo of a white rose. This brings us to our detective protagonist, who, among other things, has undergone a failed relationship. At one point in the game, he hallucinates seeing his ex-fiancée mixed in with Dolores Day. It's very interesting to note that, on record, Dolores Day has blonde hair, and yet, during the hallucination scene, it is mentioned twice that he sees her as having white hair. This gives us a possible insight as to how important his ex-fiancée was to him, he who used to have a mind and heart at peace. So how does the detective cope with such a tragedy? I think the thought cabinet named White Morning gives us a clue as to how he's handling the loss. But if the name's any indication, it may take some time, but I think he's on his way to recovery. All of these disparate things that are seemingly connected may just very well be a coincidence. But I realize throughout our adventure, we'll get to meet people from all across the Isolas, who have different personalities and political alignments. In a way, Revachol is a catch basin of different things that came together, so it's not so far-fetched after all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.